Hello everyone, welcome to another video on my channel. Today is Sunday, June 19th, 2016, which is Father's Day. So I'd like to start out by dedicating this video to my father, and I'd like to talk a little bit about him today. First of all, what I gotta say is he worked 2 full-time jobs and 1 part-time job for about 20 years before him and my mom opened up their own business. So during that time, he really worked hard for a number of years to provide us everything that what we needed, as far as what I've heard before, but I was too young to remember. My dad went to work with holes in his shoes and his clothes, so me and my brother could have nice clothes to wear and have nice things. Of course, my mom worked too, but my dad worked a lot more than my mom did because, you know, somebody had to be watching us while he was working so much when she wasn't at work during the day when we were at school and stuff. But I really, honestly, you could not ask for a better father growing up. He was patient with us. He taught us things, taught us right from wrong. Somebody's cooler's out in the road. Taught us right from wrong. The main 3 things he instilled in us was to be try to be a good person, and 2, not to lie, and 3, be a person of your word. You know, if you say you're going to do something, then you need to follow through and do it. And I think me as a parent myself now, I think if I can ensure just at least those 3 things, besides other things, you know, but those 3 main things that I can put in them and try to teach them that, then they'll turn out one day, you know, when they're an adult, to be a pretty good person. Of course, there's other things they still can't do, but those are the 3 main things, you know, not to do. And I see now why my dad told us that, mainly the being a person of your word and lying thing, because as having children now, you know, you're not a person of your word if you lie all the time. And I see that now. I didn't really see what he meant back then, but I do see that now. But one thing me and him always did, once him and my mom opened up their own business, is we went down the lake and stuff and had a camper down there during the summer and the spring and the fall. Of course, in the winter we didn't really go down there much because it was too cold to enjoy being outside. But he taught me how to drive down there on that little country town. Well, it wasn't even a town, it was just by the lake and stuff. A few campgrounds, that's about it. He taught me how to drive down there, drive his old Jeep. There's a 3-speed in the floor. When at a very young age, of course, down there's not hardly any traffic and a lot of dirt roads. That's mainly what we stuck to. But he taught me how to drive a manual on it and taught me how to drive on it. And, you know, within not very long, you know, of course, I wasn't driving on the interstate or nothing like that because it wasn't legal, but for just cruising around on the back road, just me and him, wasn't very long after that. You know, learned quite a lot from him. I learned how to drive. One long after that, I was taking off on steep hills and everything with not much help, and usually doing it with pretty good success. And of course, one of the things me and him did down there too is ride 4-wheelers. I myself usually just rode because a lot of times we didn't have 2 4-wheelers, but I would ride, and you know, him and my mom would sit at the camper and play cards, and he would read and she would read, and just, you know, a good relaxing time on the weekend. You know, by that time though, my brother was already in college and stuff, so wasn't really down there a whole lot after that. He was at first, but after being down there in the lake and stuff a few years, he was already in college and doing his own thing, which is okay. Anyways, but back to my dad. I really could not ask for a better father than him. There's no way anybody could need any better. I myself, as a parent now, if I could be half as good as a father as him, then I'd be doing pretty good. And hopefully I can try to teach that, you know, my kids to do the same, and they can teach their children to do the same things also. But, you know, me and him did a lot of fun stuff together. We did have 2 4-wheelers. We rode jet skis a lot together down there, and sometimes my mom didn't want to go on the boat. Just me and him would go do that, or take the boat out, and I'd take one jet ski, and then we'd get up somewhere in the cove and be sitting there. Then my mom would just be sitting there fishing or whatever, and he'd get on the jet ski while I took a break. Just things like that. And one of the coolest things that we've done together in a while, of course, me being a parent now for about the last 5 years, I don't have very much free time, and they stay busy with their business. Of course, that's okay. And just here recently, my dad bought him a Honda Shadow, and he rode for a number of years when I was a smaller kid, from the time he was probably 12 or 13 till I was probably in the 3rd grade, and then he sold that 659 black Honda Nighthawk he had. And I remember that bike very well because I would sit in front of the tank because I was so small, and he would let me work turn signals and stuff, and I thought I was just, thought that was the greatest thing in the world. And that's one thing I won't forget either. But last fall I made a surprise visit to them and just showed up. My mom knew about it, he did not. And showed up with him, and he'd had that bike for a little while. He had gotten used to it a little, but not rode it a whole lot. And said, "Come on, let's go get your bike." And we went riding for about 150 miles that day. Pretty decent day of riding, just around town. Didn't really go anywhere. Just kind of made a loop around the area they live in. And for like 30, 45 minutes, I was just laughing my head off because it was so awesome to see my dad. Me and him doing something together, and him having fun, because he doesn't get to do that as often as he should because they stay so busy. Should maybe take more time to do that, but he's just like that. He's one of those people who always has to be doing something. If he feels like he's doing that, then he's not working. It's just the way he is. That's another thing he instilled in me is, if you want things in life, you gotta work for it. And when you are able to have them after working for it, it means more rather than just, go and apply for a loan or something like that. Of course, you got to apply for a loan too, but, small things like, riding jackets, stuff like that. But, all of it you have to pay for one way or another. But I really miss my dad and miss spending time with him, but that's okay because now I have to raise my children and teach them right from wrong. So I guess that's about all I got, guys. Thanks y'all for watching, and once again, for my dad, love you. See ya.